We come to the crunch in Group A, the final round of group games. See the Brazilians looking to get their first win, looking to get their first points on the board in World Chase Tag. It has been a tough learning experience for them so far. The Florida outfit, they have to win this game. Whether it's an outright victory or a sudden death win, that's enough to get through to the playoffs. If they lose, they're going home.
Athletes ready!
We come to the crunch then. Win through to the playoffs, lose and you are out at the bottom of the group. And it's Raul Muniz and Data Sosa, the two players that these teams have leaned on perhaps most heavily over the course of this Pan American Championship. And Raul Muniz is going round the quad. There's a dive through the ridge from Data, but he doesn't make it, and he's taken a long time to recover, and he's just kind of given up. He just resigned himself. If I wasn't going to get you there, I'm not going to get you at all.
Yeah, that looked like a heavy hit from Darta, trying to go through the ridge, through those steel bars, wasn't able to make it. Aside from that, I don't love the strategy, sending out what I would argue is their best man first. I would send him in second after the guy's tired.
Athletes ready!
Well, Soflo getting an evasion, as they've done in their two previous games. Unfortunately, they couldn't convert them into victories. Can Raul Muniz give them a real lightning start in this one? Some nice movement over by the ridge, forcing his man Hugo to try and make a move, and he isn't able to do it. And Raul Muniz is looking good for another point here, under the mountain, round by the loading bay. And there was a dive from Hugo, but it was a desperate stuffed one. He just couldn't find a way to create an opportunity.
That was just a show on exactly how to use the ridge right there. Hugo was not flushing Raul out. Raul noticed that, and he said, I'm going to spend as much time as you will allow me to.
Athletes ready!
Team captain for Voltz, Ian Fortuna, comes in looking to stop Raul Muniz, who just slips by him round the tilted cube and heads to the ridge, where he wasted so much time last time. Ian does not let him do that this time around. So he forces him out. He's forcing Raul, who is just keeping an eye on his man. And now he's wasting time, and he'll be happy to as Ian drops into the loading bay, can't reach his man. It's a lead-off hat-trick. Raul Muniz is dominating this contest.
Man, Raul is looking so solid. He is just preying on Voltz's lack of knowledge of the quad. It looked like everything was going well for Ian, but then he got lost right on the mountain.
Raul Muniz threatening to run through this Brazilian team on his own at the minute. And he sets off, scrambles under the sisters. Ricardo is after him, has to do a 180 to come back to get his man. And Raul is happy to just jog and conserve that energy, but he needs a bit of speed here because Ricardo is on his tail, and there's a slap there. I didn't think it made contact. I think Raul kind of knew the contact was coming though.
Yeah, you said it. Raul knew he was running out of stamina there, and who wouldn't be after 3 straight evasions? Voltz really has to get something on the board starting now, or it's looking grim.
3-0 down already, Voltz, and it's looking like dire straits as in comes Jonathan Alfonseca. Lovely little foot placement there on the bars, gets his man out of that corner, but he can't force an opportunity by the loading bay. Goes to the center of the quad to try and create another chance, and he's not able to do it because this is decent from Ricardo, but Jonathan puts on the jets and does manage to get him. And I tell you what, I don't know how long was left in that chase, but I reckon it was only a second or two.
So Ricardo was actually showing a great deal of patience right at the beginning. Jonathan able to run him down once it came to the straights. This Volt team just keeps getting trapped under the mountain.
You had 3 evasions. How do you feel?
I'm really tired. I worked on timing a lot and route planning and strategy, and it prevailed.
It prevailed. Good job.
Well, these Brazilians will not want to go out of this tournament without getting a single evasion, but at the minute it is looking like that could happen as Alfonseca, nice little bisection of the sisters there, and under the ridge, wasting a bit of time, a bit like Raul Muniz was doing earlier in this one. He's got some speed as Jonathan Alfonseca, and he sends his man the wrong way around the lazy boy, and he doesn't even need to pull out another move because he gets through the 20 and extends their lead to 4.
This is something that Jonathan must know. He knows newer teams love these straightaways. They want to use their power to just gun it. But if you can time your turnbacks perfectly, that's going to throw him off every time, as you see here at the Lazy Boy.
Athletes ready!
Well, the points that Soflo have been getting in this tournament are coming exclusively from Raul Muniz and Jonathan Alfonseca, and that has continued in this contest against Voltz. But Darto has perhaps been the standout player on this Brazilian team, and he does get the tag just before Jonathan disappears under the ridge.
Relatively quick tag here. Now, even though we are not even halfway through our chases, there is such a large lead from Soflo.
We made it 4-0, Soflo.
Athletes ready!
Well, we have got a dedicated women's event here at the Pan American Championship in Ohio, but Michaela is the only female competing in the open tournament, and she's got some skills.
She has so much strategy behind her. Her threads are amazing, and her strategy was perfect there. Fake him out one way, and then get the easy tag on the open side of the tilted cube.
Athletes ready!
Now, can Michaela get her first evasion on the board? Vance coming in to try and track her down. Scurries under the ridge and has to think about where to go, and he reaches out and he's grasping at thin air. He can't get hold of her, so she moves back across and under the ridge to just wrap her up before she can get away.
Man, for 1 second there, I thought she was gone after that lazy boy interaction. She was able to just turn the tides. You can see here, she comes up. I thought he was going to catch her. Does a really smart play by cutting back towards center, making him cut instead of using that power. But he gets a beautiful slide underneath the ridge.
Athletes ready!
Vance, could he get Voltz their first evasion in World Chase Tag history? The answer is no, because Josh Vigo, the man from Jacksonville, has really powered through that chase.
Yeah, realistically, it just looks like Josh has practiced that slide a little more often. He comes through with so much more momentum than Vance could generate.
Athletes ready!
Well, this would wrap it up and seal a spot in the playoffs for the Florida team. Josh Vigo going under the mountain and waits and now goes under the ridge. All the way around the front line. In Fortuna not tailing him, trying to find an opportunity. Not given the tag there. It looked like he was just a sitting duck. But Josh Vigo had the speed to get out of that problem. And they have got out of a problem here, this Florida team, because they do book their place in the playoffs. Their Pan American Championships isn't over yet. And who knows, maybe they could have a deep run after a disappointing start to the tournament. A first appearance for Brazil in World Chase Tag. It did not go according to plan, but hopefully they'll be back to seek some redemption.
Yeah, we are just really bad doing chase tags now, but I think that in a few months we will be really good because we will have a
Be careful, man. Be careful.
here again.
You'll come back even stronger. You'll hear from Voltz Parkour again.
Voltz Parkour.